Hello, today's video is going to be on composite figures. So these are going to be figures that aren't just one shape. It's a combination of either adding or subtracting the shapes. We always want to find the area of the shaded region. So when I look at my first example, I have this heart shape and the whole thing is shaded. So as I approach this problem, I know that I'm going to be adding pieces together. I have a couple different shapes. The first shape that I see is this square. And I know it's a square because I have that this side is congruent to this side, and I've got that right angle. I've got those consecutive congruent sides with that right angle there, making it a square. I also have semicircles. Here's a semicircle, and here's a semicircle. Now, since this length over here is 3, this length here is going to be 3 as well, breaking that down into a 1.5 radius. Same thing's going to happen over here, the 1.5 radius. So as you look at a problem, the first thing you should do is develop a plan. What do I need to do in order to find the area of that shaded region? So in this case, my plan is to take the area of the square and add the area of the two semicircles. By doing that process, I'm going to have the area of the entire shaded region. So we're going to break it down by shape. First, we have this square here, and the area of the square is going to be base times height. In this case, the base and the height are both 3, which is going to make our area 9 inches squared. First one, nice and easy. The second one, we want to find the area of the semicircle. So the area of a circle is pi r squared. A semicircle is half of the square. So we're going to take that pi r squared and divide it by 2. We already discussed in the diagram that our radius is going to be 1.5. We square that 1.5 divided by 2, we math frac, and we get 9 pi over 8 inches squared. Now remember, that's the area of my semicircle. That's half my circle. We have 2 semicircles. So what we really could have done is take that area, add it twice, or we could have multiplied it by 2, or because I knew that I had 2 semicircles that had the same radius, I could have just done one circle to begin with, because I know that 2 halves make a whole. Anyway, in the end, the area of those 2 semicircles is going to end up being 9 pi over 4. So now we have all of the pieces that we want. The area of our heart, and remember we broke it down because we don't have a formula for a heart. We take the area of the square and we're adding that to the area of the 2 semicircles. The square was 9. The semicircle is 9 pi, or the 2 semicircles are 9 pi over 4. So if I'm asking you for an exact answer, this is the answer that I'm looking for. If I'm asking you to round it, I'm asking you to take that piece, plug it into your calculator, and round and get a decimal answer. You want to pay attention to the directions, because sometimes I will ask for exact and sometimes I will ask for rounded. All right, one more. So now I want to find the area of this shaded region, and we see that we have a little weird shape here. The first thing that comes to my mind is I see that this came from one big rectangle. So when I think about formulating my plan, I'm going to do the area of the big rectangle minus, now I'm going to take out these two little cutouts. So I have a triangle there at the top, and then at the bottom, I've got a square rectangle. I don't know which one it is yet. It looks like a square. So we're going to start with that big rectangle. So the area of our big rectangle. When I look at the bottom, I have this arrow, and that arrow is showing that the entire length of the base is 7, and we have this arrow telling me that the entire height is going to be 5. So the area of our big rectangle, base times height, is going to be 5 times 7, giving us 35 meters squared. And then we've got some cutouts we've got to do here. So we've got this triangle at the top. We want the area of the triangle is going to be 1/2 base times height. We have that this is going to be our right angle. The base is 1.5. We have to find the height. Now, because we have a big rectangle, we know opposite sides are congruent. So this side is 7 and this side is 5. This whole side is 5. We have from here to here is 1.5, from here to here is 1.6. So to find that missing length, we do 5 minus 1.6 minus 1.5, and that missing piece there is going to be 1.9. So in our calculator, 1/2 times 1.5 times 1.9 is going to give us the area of the triangle is 1.425 meters squared. Don't get rid of any of those decimals. And then our last one is down there at the bottom. We have that square, and that square is going to be 1.5. We see that these two sides are going to be congruent, making that a square. And the square is either side squared or base times height. Both the base and the height are 1.5, giving us our area as 2.25 meters squared. So here are my 3 pieces that I needed. And remember that the plan that we had said that we were going to do is going to be the area of the big rectangle minus the area of the triangle, because that's that top cutout, minus the area of the square. We want to get rid of those white regions because we only want the area of the shaded. So here, the area of the shaded is going to be 31.325 meters squared. All right, and that's going to be it for today's video.